TravelPerk is basically out there in order to fix business travel. Business travel probably represents the biggest unsolved pain in business today. It's mind-blowing, but it's a $1.3 trillion market. It's as big as leisure travel. It's just 30 years behind. TravelPerk is a platform for booking and managing all your company's business travel and your business travel in one single place. So it's actually managing all of travel in a centralized place. And because the rules are so clear, travelers have all the flexibility to travel like they like. You can sleep in a boat in Amsterdam if you want, as long as it's within your company policy and it's like a click away online. We had 2 rounds actually in the last 6 months, which is unique and rare. So overall, we raised 65 million in the past 6 months. These 2 rounds include some of the best investors in Europe, and more importantly, all of our existing investors, which always shows a vote of confidence in the company and where it's headed. So this is what the money is for. First of all, scaling the core operation, more engineers, much more customer service, support. The second thing is opening offices, smaller offices in other cities, starting in Europe. London will be the next one, followed by Berlin, followed by other places like Amsterdam and Paris. So we're closer to our bigger customers. Our business, it's a disadvantage and an advantage. It's so technology intensive that it's very hard to develop online travel agency that does what we do. The disadvantage is that we, in some ways, move slower and we need much more investment. For example, a huge customer support team. And the advantage is that once you get to where we are, it's much more defensible, meaning you have a very big competitive advantage. Our existing investors pushed us towards this direction, putting more wood in the fire, making the fire much bigger, being a much bigger company in a year. We stayed in Barcelona because we discovered a lot of opportunities. Actually, a combination of acquiring local talent, that is excellent talent, from the engineering, more technical side, to sales and business positions, but also as a hub for hiring international talent in a place like Europe. It's a combination of a place that, it's a booming startup scene that is just sort of like starting, but it's already happening. So we have people here today from about 43, 44 countries. It's like Babylon, it's amazing. It's an English-speaking company, but we have people from any country you can imagine, and 3 dogs, if that counts. Last thing, it's the connectivity of the city itself. Barcelona became one of the easiest cities in order to travel to and from. So our salespeople travel a lot. We're opening offices in other cities. We have customers all over the place, and it's a very, very well-connected city, even if you compare it to other hubs, bigger hubs like Berlin. All of this together make it a very unique place for a startup like us. I'm from Tel Aviv, which is a huge hub for startups in Israel. And the scene here, it reminds me a lot of Tel Aviv of I don't know, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, where, the acceleration and everything. It's just like seeing a startup at this stage, or startups that have been in already, that are in like 2, 3 more advanced stages. So you learn with experience to already recognize if something is on a trajectory and where it is. So it's very obvious.